Hey, good afternoon, everybody. If you notice, I'm not in my normal area. I'm actually coming to you from outside of my work. I'm just getting off, about to go home, sitting in my Jeep. If you can't hear it, I'm currently listening to a bowl game. It's the Myrtle Beach Peach Bowl between Old Dominion and Tulsa. Right now it's halftime in that game. Tulsa is leading 17-10. From what I've seen so far, Tulsa is turning it on. I haven't been active here lately. It's been I think it's been a week or two actually, since my last video. It was right before the Army-Navy game actually. That's when my last video was. So the Army-Navy game was 2 weeks ago, and that was one heck of a game. I'm going to tell you right now. Army and Navy never cease to disappoint. I thought Army was going to win it there for a while, but Navy pulled it out and got the win. What was that final score? Give me 1 second. I don't have my normal notes either. I just have my computer with me. So, Army-Navy, it was 10-7 at the end of the first quarter, and then 13-7 until at halftime. Then Navy brought it in within 3. It was 14, or actually took the lead in the third quarter, 14-13, and then scored one more field goal to make it a little harder for Army to come back, and Navy ended up winning 17-13. It was one heck of a game. Hard hitting. It was just back and forth for a while, but overall the midshipmen pulled out the win like I was hoping they would, because, you know, go Navy, beat Army. It's not that hard. But December 17th was the first 2 bowl games of the season. I'm just going to go down through a quick rundown of all the bowls, with dates and who the teams are. December 17th were the Bahamas Bowl between Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Boy, I cannot talk. Words are hard. And the Toledo Rockets. And then there was the Tailgreeter Cure Bowl between Northern Illinois Huskies, Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. December 18th, you got the roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl. That was between Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Then you got the PUBG Mobile New Mexico Bowl. Words, I tell you. That was between the Utep Miners and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Then you got the Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl. That was between UAB and the 13th ranked BYU. Keep that in mind. Lending Tree Bowl. That was Eastern Michigan Eagles versus Liberty Flames. Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl presented by Stifle. If this company is listening, I'm sorry. I've honestly never heard of this. I don't do very many companies. Stifle is what sounds right to me. But anyway, that was between the Utah State Aggies and the Oregon State Beavers. Then you got the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. That was between the 23rd ranked Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Marshall Thundering Herd. That was actually yesterday's bowls. Oh, I'm sorry, Saturday's bowls. Today, I've already mentioned it, you got the Myrtle Beach. Oh, it's the Myrtle Beach Bowl, not the Myrtle Beach Peach Bowl. That don't even sound right, Myrtle Beach Peach Bowl. That's just too much. But it's the Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Tax Act. That's between the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Tomorrow we've got 2 bowls. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl between Kent State and Wyoming. And then the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl between UTSA and San Diego State. That's going to be one heck of a game. Both teams they have 1 loss. Then you've got on Wednesday the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl between the SEC Missouri Tigers versus the Army Black Knights. They're coming off a loss to the Navy Midshipmen, but I don't think it's going to hinder them much. Then you've got on December 23rd, the Frisco Football Classic. That's between North Texas and Miami of Ohio. Then you got the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl between UCF and Florida. I'm sorry to say, but I've got to pull for UCF on that one. Being a Tennessee fan, I cannot pull for the Gators. Now, you may say, but why don't you pull for the SEC? Why don't you just pull for your conference? I do. I'm pulling for Missouri against Army. That's not just because I'm a Navy person, or it's not just because I pull for Navy against Army and I don't like when Army wins games. It's because Missouri is the SEC team. The other SEC games, I'm pulling for the SEC team, except for Alabama, because I don't like Alabama either. So Florida, Alabama, I pull for anybody playing against them. Anyway, moving on from that, December 24th, that's Christmas Eve. That's on Friday night. The Easy Post Hawaii Bowl, that's between Memphis and Hawaii. I got to pull for my home state. Go Tigers. Christmas Day, you got the Tax Act Camellia Bowl. I think that's how you say that. That's between Georgia State and Ball State. That's going to be probably a good game too. Then you got on December 27th, the Quick Lane Bowl. That's between Western Michigan and Nevada. The Military Bowl presented by Peraton. That's Boston College against East Carolina. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. I think the Pirates are going to come out with that win, but you never know. December 28th, you got the Ticket Smarter Birmingham Bowl. That's the 20th ranked Houston Cougars against Auburn Tigers. I am pulling for Auburn. As much as I don't like the Tigers, I am pulling for Auburn. I like pulling for the upset, but I also like pulling for the SEC, unless it's certain teams. Then you got the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl against Air Force and Louisiana. They can't be in two bowls. It's Air Force versus Louisville. Jeez. Sorry, just got off work. My brain is... same day, December 28th, you got the AutoZone Liberty Bowl. That's Mississippi State versus Texas Tech. Go Bulldogs. Then you got the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. Boy, that's a mouthful. Whew. You got UCLA against the 18th ranked NC State. I'm pulling for UCLA because, like I said, I like pulling for the upset. The Guaranteed Rate Bowl, West Virginia versus Minnesota. Probably a good game. The Wasabi Fenway Bowl. Oh, I'm sorry. December 29th. This is 4 new bowls. Wasabi Fenway Bowl. That's SMU versus Virginia. New Era Pinstripe Bowl. I'm pretty sure they played that one at Yankee Stadium. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure when they first started playing this bowl, that's where they had it. I don't know if they've changed it. Let me know down in the comments if I'm right or wrong on that, because I would like to know. But that one's going to be between Maryland and Virginia Tech. That one should be a pretty decent game. Then you got the Cheez-It Bowl between the 19th ranked Clemson Tigers and Iowa State. I think Iowa State's going to win that game. Clemson has not been the Tigers that we've seen the past few seasons. Iowa State, always a sleeper team. Ask Oklahoma. Last game of that day will be the Valero Alamo Bowl. Speaking of Oklahoma, this one's the 14th ranked Oregon Ducks against the 16th ranked Oklahoma Sooners. For most of the season, everybody's like, Oklahoma needs to be in the top 4. They are college football playoff bound. They need to be there. They're playing great. They're undefeated, all this and all that. Well, then they lost. So that's out of the table. But they were also saying about the Oregon Ducks. They were saying Oregon beat Ohio State in Columbus in the horseshoe. They deserve to be in the top 4 and in the playoffs. They lost to Stanford. That kind of slowed them down from that. But then they tried to fight back, and then they got beat by Utah twice. So here they are, ranked 14th, playing in the Alamo Bowl. I think that's going to be a good game. It's going to go either way. I don't think Oregon can beat Oklahoma. But at the same time, I don't know if Oklahoma can beat Oregon. Both of their offenses are high-powered. Caleb Williams for Oklahoma, great quarterback. Anthony Brown, Oregon quarterback, great quarterback. Both teams have great running backs, and they have great receivers. Defense, Oklahoma has the edge. Oregon's defense is kind of iffy. So I think that's going to be a pretty good game in the Alamo Bowl. December 30th, you've got the Duke's Mayo Bowl between the North Carolina Tar Heels and the South Carolina Gamecocks. What are the odds that North Carolina plays South Carolina in the great city of Charlotte, North Carolina, in Bank of America Stadium? What are the odds? It's a battle of the Carolinas in the Queen City in a bowl game. What? That's incredible. That's incredible. When I first seen that, I was like, no way. That's got to be a typo. But then I looked it up. I looked it on ESPN. I even watched the selection show again, just to make sure. And sure enough, there it is. North Carolina, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Mayo Bowl. Battle of the Carolinas. So we're going to see who the best Carolina team is there. Then moving on, December 30th as well, you got the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. That was in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm sorry, but this is going to be a huge home game for the Tennessee Volunteers. We're playing the Purdue Spoilermakers. Yes, I said Spoilermakers. Why? Because every time Purdue plays a big game, Ohio State, Michigan, Iowa, who else did they play that they've beaten in the past? Penn State. Anytime Purdue plays a big game, they play spoilers and they come out on top somehow, whether it's a big win, small win, close win, whatever. They have beaten some big teams in the Big Ten, and I don't think this is about to be a great game, and I'm excited to be a Tennessee fan to see this game. It's going to be one heck of a back and forth battle. I think Tennessee can come out on top just because of the high-powered offense that they have. Defense needs to work on some things. They've got a long off season, or a long rest period between our last game against Vanderbilt and the bowl game. I mean, we've got 10 days until this game, so we'll see what happens. But I think Tennessee's going to come out on top. Also, December 30th, you got Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. There's the Peach Bowl. There it is. That's the 12th ranked Pittsburgh Panthers against the 10th ranked Michigan State Spartans. Words are hard. I'm sorry. The Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl is between the 12th ranked Pittsburgh Panthers and the 10th ranked Michigan State Spartans. Whew! I promise I will get it out. Then you got the SRS, this Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. That's between Wisconsin and Arizona State. These are going to be some good games. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of the bowl games here. New Year's Eve, December 31st, you got the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. That's in, I think it's Jacksonville, Florida, I believe. That's between the 17th ranked Wake Forest Demon Deacons and 25th ranked Texas A&M Aggies. I guess I got to pull for the Aggies. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. That's between Washington State Cougars and Miami Hurricanes. That's probably going to be a good game. I'm pulling for the Hurricanes just because I'm a U fan. I've been a fan of theirs for a while. Not like they're my team fan, just more like I respect Miami. They've been at the bottom here lately, and I kind of want them to get this bowl win to get their hopes up, get their feelings back in order. Moving on from that, you got the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl. That's a mouthful as well. Central Michigan Chippewas. The Chippewas. Against the Boise State Broncos. I think that's going to be a good game. Also, New Year's Eve, the playoffs. The two semifinal games. You got the semifinal at the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic. That's the 4th ranked Cincinnati. Hey, they made it. The highest, or the first group of 5 team to ever make the playoffs. The highest ranked group of 5 team ever, the Cincinnati Bearcats. Who they got to play on the other side though? The number 1 ranked Alabama Crimson Tide. I hope Cincinnati can get this win. It's going to be tough for them. They haven't really played tough opponents this season. The toughest one, I'm pretty sure, was Notre Dame, and they beat them. They had a rough time with Navy, and I think It's going to be I'm hoping it's going to be a good game. I'm hoping it's not going to be a blowout because I hate seeing blowouts in the playoffs. If you're in the playoffs, you should be able to keep a close game. Notre Dame. And if you don't hold a close game, I'm sitting here thinking we should have had a different team. They shouldn't have been in the playoffs. But anyway, I will talk about that later down through bowl season. Then you got the final one, semifinal at the Capital One Orange Bowl. Got the third-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. They're coming off a bitter loss to the Alabama Crimson Tide in the SEC Championship. And that they're playing against the number 2-ranked Michigan Wolverines. They are coming off a huge couple weeks. First they beat Ohio State, then they beat Iowa in the Big Ten Championship game. Michigan is riding high right now. They are riding high. I'm thinking this is going to be a better game than experts think. They think that Georgia's just going to come in here and they're going to bull rush through Michigan, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be a much closer game than what people think. Michigan's a great team. Obviously, they beat 2 great teams in a row. So I think in the national championship game it's going to be, I'm hoping, Cincinnati, and I think it's going to be Georgia. Could it be Alabama and Michigan? Absolutely. Could it be Alabama, Georgia? Sure. Could it be Cincinnati, Michigan? Of course. Any 4 of these teams, or any 2 of these 4 teams can make it to the national championship. Any given Saturday, anybody can win. So we'll see what happens. That's on December 31st. Keep that date in mind. All right. January 1st, New Year's Day, you got the Outback Bowl. This is the New Year. Golly. Words, people, I'm sorry. You got the New Year's 6 bowls, which doesn't make sense because there's only 5 of them. But you got the Outback Bowl. That's between Penn State and the 21st ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. That's going to be a good game. I think Arkansas is going to get the win. Then you got the Verbo Citrus Bowl. That's between the 15th ranked Iowa Hawkeyes and the 22nd ranked Kentucky Wildcats. That's going to be one whale of a game. I think it's going to be close. I think the Wildcats are going to get the win by a field goal. That's my prediction. I'm leaving with it. Then you got the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. That's between the 9th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys and the 5th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, these are 2 teams that people were saying should be in the playoffs. Notre Dame, I disagree with. They shouldn't be, and they ain't, and I'm happy. Oklahoma State, I think they should have been if they could have beaten Baylor in the Big 12 championship game. Just because of that, they shouldn't be here, which is good. Do I think they should be number 9? Maybe. I think number 8 would be okay. Maybe 10. I think 9's right where they should be. I think Oklahoma State's going to just have a great day, and they're going to beat the Fighting Irish. Then you got the Rose Bowl game presented by Capital One Venture X. This is going to be a terrible matchup. I know Utah is coming off a huge season. They beat Oregon twice by the same score pretty much. Oregon scored 3 more points than they did in the first matchup. They scored those 3 extra points in the Pac-12 championship game. But Ohio State, their offense is ridiculous. I think Ohio State's going to come in here and they're just going to run all over. They're going to throw all over, and they're going to just pound the ball through Utah and take this W. Unfortunately for Utah, it's their first Rose Bowl game, and they're about to get humiliated, I believe. Could I be wrong? Sure. Anyway, but then you got the All-State Sugar Bowl. You got the Big 12 champion, 7th-ranked Baylor Bears versus 8th-ranked Ole Miss Rebels. That's probably a good matchup, I think. I don't know. I think Baylor's probably going to win just because Lane Kiffin likes to go for it on 4th down way too much. Yes, going for it on 4th down is a good idea sometimes, but other times it just comes back to bite you on the butt. That's all I got to say about that. I think Baylor's going to win. Is it going to be close? Yes. Is it going to be a blowout? I don't think so. Then you got January 4th. That's the Texas Bowl. The LSU Tigers versus the Kansas State Wildcats. LSU pulled it out. Coach Orgeron is not going to be coaching in the bowl game, but they sent Coach O out with high spirits. They sent him out with a win. and they got him bowl eligible. Coach O was fired earlier in the season, so that's probably why he's not going to coach in the bowl game, which I respect that. This is going to be a good game. I think LSU is going to probably come out with a close victory. They're going to keep this running high. I think they're going to keep Coach O spirits high, and they're going to get him another win. Even though he's not coaching in this game, they're going to win this for Coach O and send him out with wins late in the season. That's the last bowl game before the national championship. Obviously, this game isn't decided yet. We've got 2 semifinal games to play on December 31st. My prediction is going to be, as much as I don't want to say it, Alabama and Georgia is going to be an SEC championship rematch. That's just me. Just because they've been the best 2 teams. That hurts me to say. Georgia has been the best team all season. They went 12-0, 8-0 in the SEC. I think they forgot what they did all season in the championship game. They just didn't. They looked off. I don't know. I think Georgia's going to get their revenge this time, and they're going to be national champion. I don't want to put it out there because I know they like riding hope, and they get their hopes up, and then Georgia craps the bed, and they get destroyed. I'm hoping it goes better this time, but that's just me. All right. Now, we have had some games already played this bowl season. Obviously, December 17th, December 18th, and December 20th. That one's going on now. December 17th, the Bahamas Bowl. Middle Tennessee State beat Toledo 31-24. That was a good game. I did watch a little bit of that one. I missed a bunch of it because December 17th is a really hard day to watch football. For some reason, that was actually a Thursday. I was at work, I think. Either that or I was at a Christmas party. I don't know. One of those. Then the Tailgater Cure Bowl, Northern Illinois, Coastal Carolina. CCU won this one 47-41. When I seen the highlights of this, I seen that Coastal Carolina was down with like 50 seconds left in the game. I don't know how they pulled it out to get the win, but surely to goodness they did. They won it by 6. They were down, I'm pretty sure, 41-40. I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's what the score was before they pulled out the win. So those 2 bowl games, done. The Boca Raton Bowl, I did watch a lot of this one because I was pulling for Appalachian State because I like pulling for the underdog. They didn't show up. They forgot that they were in a bowl game. Western Kentucky just ran all over the Mountaineers. The Hilltoppers got that win 59-38. New Mexico Bowl, Utep, Fresno State. I watched a little bit of this one. I was kind of pulling for Utep because they had some pretty cool looking uniforms. And they're the underdog. Fresno State got the win though, 31-24. The Independence Bowl, UAB, 13th ranked BYU. I didn't watch this one. Well, I was a little bit, but I was mostly listening to it on SiriusXM because I was doing other things. I have life, people. I have a life. I got to do things outside of watch football all day, unfortunately. But anyway, UAB came to play and they got the win against the 13th ranked BYU Cougars. Woo! That feels good to say that because I love watching little underdog teams beat the big ranked teams. And that's not just like 25th ranked, 24th ranked, 23rd ranked. That is a 13th ranked team. They are top 15 playing against UAB, the Blazers. They are the same team that had no football program from like 2014 to like 2019, I think. And here they are, UAB playing in a bowl game and getting the huge win over the Cougars. The Lending Tree Bowl, Eastern Michigan versus Liberty. I didn't watch any of this game. I think I watched like the last 10 minutes. Liberty came to play though. They got that win 56-20. I forgot to mention the score. UAB and BYU. It was a close game, yes, but a win's a win is a win, right? UAB got that win 31-28. Close win, but hey, a bowl win's a win, no matter how close it is. 1 point, 2 points, 70 points, 100 points, 500 points. A win's a win, especially when you're UAB. So congratulations to the Blazers. The LA Bowl, Utah State and Oregon State. I was kind of pulling for the Beavers just because I like the Oregon Ducks, so I guess I got to pull for their little brother too. I don't know. But Utah State, woo, they played hard. I tell you, they were just all over the Beavers. The Beavs had no chance whatsoever to even get a lead. They were barely in the lead for maybe like a series. I don't know. But Utah State got that win 24-13. The New Orleans Bowl, Raging Cajuns against the Thundering Herd. Louisiana got that win 36-21. I was kind of pulling for Marshall. Kinda. I was hoping. But, you know, you can't always get what you want. Today's bowl game is the Myrtle Beach Bowl presented by Tax Act. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs against the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. They are currently playing right now. It's the third quarter. Tulsa's up 17-10. I think I'm going to start listening to this. I will have this uploaded later. If you want to subscribe, click up here. If you want to post a comment, they're down there. Like, thumbs up this video, thumbs down it. I don't care. Whatever you do helps me out. It gives me feedback, knows what I need to fix, tells me what I need to do better, tells me what I need to keep doing. I love you guys. Subscribe, comment, everything and above. Spread the word, spread the blessings. I love you. Peace out. Go Volunteers.